Hey up everyone, I hope you're doing alright. So before I actually talk about this build today, also do I start off every single speed build saying the word so? If I do, sorry, I don't know why I do that, but anyway, before I talk about the build, today's actually my birthday, so if you want to wish me happy birthday, feel free to. I'm kidding, you don't have to, but yeah, today's actually my birthday, but I'm going to be doing a birthday stream on Saturday because I want to. I don't know why there's has to be like a reason for it, but yeah, I want to do a birthday stream, and yeah, first time streaming while having a birthday, so I thought why not. And I'm actually going to be dressing up as one of my favourite Sims characters and playing a bit of like retro Sims games. So I'm going to be playing The Sims 2 for PlayStation 2. I'm going to post about it on the community tab before I actually post this video, I think, so you might have already seen it, but if you haven't, there's a post on the community tab with the link, and it'll be in the description as well. So yeah, thought I'd mention that before we actually get started. I don't think there's anything else I need to really say. Oh, I do have new emotes over on Twitch as well. I think there'll be temporary ones, but they're there. So if you are subscribed, or if you want to subscribe, then that's available for you. And I've also got some like new sound alerts and new not sound alerts, channel points, rewards and stuff. So yeah, that's this Saturday, and all the relevant information will be on the community tab. If you want to pop by for that, you can. If not, don't worry about it, you don't have to be there for the stream. I just hope that you enjoy this video. But yeah, let's actually talk about it then. So I've wanted to build like a little trailer home, caravan home, motorhome, whatever you want to call it, for ages, and I've just put it off because I thought I didn't really know how to like pull it together. I did a build like years ago where I built a caravan, like a static caravan, and I wanted more of like a typical sort of motorhome, little house on wheels sort of thing, like a proper trailer home. And yeah, I just never really knew how to put it together. So I built like a static caravan ages ago, and that was kind of like built inspired by a caravan that I'd seen while we were on holiday. And yeah, I thought, you know what, I will actually learn how to put a trailer together. So I actually watched a little tutorial on how to do like the basic shape and everything. I can't remember the exact tutorial. I could probably look it up, but my phone's on charge. I'll put it in the description if you ever want to learn how to build it yourself. But yeah, thank you to that person that made that little tutorial. That helped me a lot. I just basically copied the exact shape and then obviously decorated it in my own sort of style. Not in my style, but just in a style that I wanted this trailer to be in. And yeah, I'm really happy with how this build turned out. I had a lot of fun putting it together. I don't normally build in this sort of style all that often, to be fair. I went for a very sort of eclectic collector sort of style, if that makes sense. So I kind of imagine that the sim that would live here would sort of get their furniture and everything that they put together for this trailer home. They'd get it from like a second-hand shop, or you know, get it off like Facebook Marketplace or eBay or whatever else, you know, like getting it all, you know, pre-loved, pre-used, previously used furniture and items. Apart from the bathroom is all kind of matchy, so that's kind of like put together properly. But yeah, for the exterior of the trailer, it took me ages to figure out like what colour scheme I wanted. So there was a lot of back and forth between swatches and wallpapers that I had to edit out. And yeah, the house is technically a upstairs, so it's like a second floor that you just lower it down like you saw me when I was building it and everything. And then I put a little deck out front and then just use some debug. I don't even know what they are, just some little white sticks that I used to pretend that they were, or to act as though they're like legs of the deck. And then I just put down a bunch of plants and everything. And yeah, I wanted it to be very sort of, I don't know the word for it, but like as though the sim, like I said, has just got a bunch of secondhand stuff, put it in a trailer, and now lives on this lot in Oasis Springs. I did use a lot of packs for this one. It's not pack restricted. I can't remember exactly how many packs that I used, but I did use quite a lot of packs. There's a few packs that I used, like Jungle Adventure, where I literally just used one chair from it, or Dine Out, where I used some candles, I think. So if you don't have every pack that I used, you should be able to get away with it, like not having every single one. I think the majority of what I used was like Tiny Living. I used quite a bit of Parenthood. I also used Island Living for the roof, but you could also use the base game. There's like a, I don't know what it's called, like a tin roof There's like a base game version of that you could replace, and then obviously those little bump out thingies, those little, what are they called? Those little things from Island Living. I've got it on the front of the trailer and then on the side. Little window covers, whatever they're called. And I used, what else did I use? I used base game, plants and all that sort of thing. And I think the wallpaper's base game, and then there's like Get Famous windows. So yeah, best bet for figuring out what packs I use is just looking on the gallery and just like clicking. But yeah, I didn't pack restrict it at all. I just sort of went with what I wanted to build it with. And I also used quite a bit of Outdoor Retreat as well. So like the boxes, the planter boxes, and then there's some other items that I use. I think I used like the fireplace, and I used laundry day stuff as well. So yeah, I also put down a, what's it called now? A windmill turbine thing. Is it a windmill? Turbine? Wind turbine? Whatever it is from Eco Lifestyle. It's not like an off the grid lot or anything like that, but I kind of imagined that the sim could like make their own power or use their own power, generate their own power, whatever. And they obviously have like a wash bin outside where they can wash and everything. So it's like a low power consumption sort of house. You could set it to off the grid, but I think you probably need like a solar panel just to ump your power up a little bit. Ump your power? Is that the word? Either way. Anyway, for the interior, sorry the voiceover is a little bit all over the place today. I don't know what's going on with my head. I think I'm just a bit like giddy because the stream that I've got planned on Saturday, I just can't wait to like do it, and I'm going to be dressing up as my favourite sim character. I don't know if I already said that. But yeah, anyway, interior then. So for the interior, this is where I kind of wanted the more like eclectic and I don't know the word for it, where it's like secondhand furniture. But either way, that I wanted all that to come together on the interior, like more so, because I think you can tell a bit easier that the furniture's like gathered from elsewhere. It's not all supposed to be matching and everything. So I just went with like a basic kitchen, but I thought, you know what, I'll use the little mini fridge and the toaster oven from Dream Home Decorator, and I thought that would be like quite a cool sort of little kitchen to have rather than having like a full-size fridge. I thought it makes sense for a trailer home. And then I put down a little divider thing from, I think it's a Get Famous one, or it might be a City Living one. Pretty sure it's Get Famous though. Yeah, I put down a little divider thing and then put like the TV in the corner, and that's what kind of made me want to use Tiny Living, because I thought that little unit from Tiny Living would fit perfectly there. And then I went with Tiny Living settees, and it took me quite a while as well to settle on the wallpaper of the interior. I don't know what it was, I just couldn't figure out like what I wanted it to look like, you know, because it is sort of like eclectic and put together. I thought maybe having like a, you know, like a grandma wallpaper with like flowers on. There's some base game ones that have got, it's like a creamy colour with like pink flowers, and then I think there's like a blue swatch of it. I were going to use that, but I ended up using this like gingham wallpaper, and then I just put some tiles in the kitchen. But yeah, it took me a long time to decide. I was like flicking through for about 10 minutes, which, you know, in the grand scheme of things, is quite a long time to be looking at wallpaper considering the build. It didn't take me that long to put together, to be fair. I think it took me about 2 hours, which most of that was just looking at different swatches of stuff and changing things and not being able to decide on the exterior as well, like on the colours and everything. But once I'd got like the overall shape and everything, it went pretty quickly. And yeah, then for the sort of bedroom, I know we're not onto that yet, but for the bedroom, that took me a while as well. So a lot of it was just flicking through a lot of the catalogue and trying to decide what I wanted it to look like, because I wanted it to look like a trailer on the inside. I didn't want it to look like just like a regular living space. Do you know what I mean? Like I want it to look like it's supposed to be a trailer or a caravan or whatever. So that's why I went with the parenthood blinds, because in a lot of caravans and trailers they do have those little like blind things, little, I don't know what they're called. They're like curtains but not, like little half curtains, or you tend to see like net curtains and stuff. And the wallpaper does tend to be a bit garish or a bit like not what you'd necessarily pick. And I kind of imagined that maybe the sim would get the trailer like second hand and they'd kind of like done it up a little bit, maybe, you know, maybe just clean the tiles or, you know, clean the walls up or whatever. Because I didn't want it to be like a proper like rundown trailer, although I do want to do like a rundown yeah, like a rundown trailer at some point now that I've done this. But I thought I just want to get it out of the way and actually build it for the first time. And yeah, I hope that you like this one. It's kind of not my usual style. I'm definitely building out of my comfort zone. And if you do want to download it, my gallery ID is HutchPlays. You will have to use the Move Objects on cheat. I feel like I don't say this often enough, but you always have to use the Move Objects on cheat when you download my builds. Although I am thinking maybe I might do a build challenge soon where I can't use the Move Objects cheat, because I use that every time and I definitely heavily rely on it. And I also recently just started using Tool Mod, which you can still download builds off the gallery if they use the Tool Mod. But I've just started using it very slightly, like not a lot, where I've just like downsized something slightly, like I did with that rug there, or where I've elevated something because it weren't quite right, or rotated something. I did a room build where I rotated pictures slightly, and yeah, it is definitely like a big learning curve, and I don't know if I'll ever like get like that great with it. I've seen some people build with Tool Mod and they're just amazing with it, like they can do so much stuff that I wouldn't even think to do, and I just think, oh my god, they're such good builders. And yeah, I just don't think I'll ever be like that good with the Tool Mod. I don't have time to like sit and like learn every little thing about it and the values of stuff. Like when I had to downsize the carpet, I thought the next size up from 1 would be like 1.5, but no, that's absolutely massive. So you have to go like 0.7 or something. So yeah, it's really like difficult to kind of figure it out. I guess you sort of get used to it. It's like anything, in it. If you do it enough, you'll get used to it to some extent. And I'm pretty sure most people that use the Tool Mod often started off like that, where it was like, I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, I don't think I'll get that amazing at it. But either way, it's a good little mod to have. And I always find when I'm building, I kind of want something like that to just kind of alter stuff slightly, or I want to change the size of something, and downsizing it by 1 is too small and the original size of it's too big. You know what I mean? Like I just want to get it to a decent size, or I want to make it a bit bigger but the next size up is too big, and I just feel that I'm like missing something, and I think that just happens to be the Tool Mod. So yeah, I'll see how I get on with it, but I don't think I'll be using it like loads. We'll see. I say that and then I'll end up like using it all the time. I said that about Sims 3 a few months ago. I wanted to get a Sims 3 base game and just have it to just play with, and I was like, but I'm not going to get any packs. I'm just going to, you know, download it because I already own it on Origin. I thought I'm just going to download it. I've got pets, but I probably won't install pets because I'm not really that bothered about playing with them. I thought I'll just download it. And then there was an announcement on, I can't remember who announced it. It might have been the Sim community. They posted that the Sims 3 packs, like all of them, were on sale on Steam. And with Steam, you can actually transfer your packs over from Steam to Origin if you prefer to play on Origin. I don't really mind either way. I think I probably will transfer all my packs from Steam to Origin just so that they're all in one place. The only thing is you had to buy the base game. So, I mean, they do it all the time, I think. I think recently they've just gone on sale. But I bought them ages ago for like 65 quid or whatever. I just bought everything. Even though I was like, I won't buy all the packs. I'm not going to go crackers with it. I'm just going to get the base game and download it. Which I already owned it, but you know what I mean? Like, I was just thinking to myself, I'll just download the base game, get it on my computer, just play it for fun. Because I played Sims 3 base game for ages and I still enjoyed it. There's a lot of things you can do in the Sims 3 base game. Same as Sims 2 as well. There's a lot of like fun things to do. And I played Sims 2 base game for years. I had seasons, but it used to make my game crash, so I had to like uninstall it, and I didn't really miss it. I only really cared about it for the weather, to be honest. But yeah, so I ended up, short version, I ended up buying all the Sims 3 packs, even though I said I wouldn't. And yeah, I can't remember where I was going with that. Oh, I won't go overboard with Tool Mod, but I probably will. Anyway, we just did the bathroom, and I thought I'd show that. Sometimes I cut it out, but I thought I'd show it you just to show it you. And it is all play tested. It's fully functional, even though the things are quite close together. And in the bedroom, we're going to start off with a bunk bed. We're going to have a bunk bed in here, but I just didn't like the sort of the Dream Home Decorator stuff, the style of it. Like, I didn't want like an ultra modern, not ultra modern, but you know what I mean, like the style of the Dream Home Decorator. I wanted something a bit more, I don't know, more in keeping with the theme I've got going on in the trailer. So I ended up scrapping the bunk bed idea, and I just got a regular bed. I think I used a tiny living one in like the red swatch, and then I put down like a desk and everything. I don't really know what kind of sim I thought would live here. Just a sim that likes being on their own, I guess, because they've only got a single bed. If they want to like have a partner, they'll have to get bunk beds, won't they? Because there's no room. But yeah, I just thought it'd be a single sim, and didn't really think of like a backstory or anything like that. So it's kind of open to whoever downloads it and plays with it. They can move in any sort of sim really. But I did put in a desk and a laptop, and I thought, you know, they could have a little place where they could work from home if they wanted to, or play games, or whatever it is they want to do, write, research stuff, whatever. And I also decided to use the cottage living, I always forget what it's called, cottage living laptop, because it looks like an old typewriter. And again, I wanted it to be like The Sims got the furniture from like a second-hand shop, or even from like a junkyard or something, because I know people that have like gotten old like pieces of furniture from a junkyard and like done it up, or a scrapyard, and like done it up. So that's, you know, a possibility. They've done a good job of doing it up like it looks brand new. I also added a poster from Strangerville and some postcards and stuff, because I thought maybe, you know, maybe they've got a thing for aliens living out in the desert. Something about Oasis Springs just makes me think of Strangetown, and Strangetown makes me think of like aliens and, you know, just sort of like Area 51 sort of vibe. And then I just put down the outdoor retreat stuff for the outside, and then a little campfire like I said. And then after that we'll be at the screenshots. So thank you so much for watching the video. I'm going to wrap up the voiceover now. And like I said, if you want to pop by the stream later on, not later on Saturday, you can do. We'll also be streaming on Wednesday. I'll be streaming Sims 4 Not So Berry Challenge, I think. I'll see how I feel, but I'm probably going to be streaming that, which will be tomorrow, as of recording this right now. Obviously, if you're watching this on a Wednesday, then it's now, or it's already happened, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you enjoyed this build. And if you've got any ideas for me of things to build, then feel free to let me know. I'm always open to build suggestions and general video ideas. So yeah, hope you all have a good rest of your day. And if it's your birthday, happy birthday to you as well. And if it's your birthday any other day and I didn't say happy birthday, sorry. You only get a happy birthday if you've got the same birthday as me. I'm kidding. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.